All right, go ahead, buddy.
Okay, so here we have Social Emailer Pro. This is our foremost marketing system for 2014. What this system does is it allows you to send messages through LinkedIn, through groups, and through massive invitations into any market niche that you should that you want. It will also allow you to send messages through YouTube. Right here under Manage Accounts, this is where you put in your credentials, your username, and your password. When you first start this, don't worry about the proxy right now. You may not need that. But if you're going to do multiple accounts in the future, you may want to. Right here, Manage Accounts, where you start, enter in your information, click Save, and you can see I've got several accounts going here. From there, you go over to Join Groups. Now, you may already have some groups on LinkedIn. Okay, we only advocate using free accounts, no paid accounts whatsoever, and you can hit any market niche by joining groups and then targeting them. For demonstration purposes, here I have MLM, and I've set the group search limit to 15. Now, you have to set something here. 10 or 15 is a real good number. All right. If you think there might be a lot of groups, then you can, maybe put 20. The groups with the most members will come up first. Now, you can join up to 50 groups on a free account, but you can only join 6 or 7 a day. We say limit it to 6. And usually within 24 hours, then we'll just go ahead and approve you. Some groups are instant. Usually it takes 24 hours. So I've got MLM here. You can see here, MLM Pros. I'm already a member. And there's 13,438 members at this moment in time. Multi-level marketing group here, 10,291. MLM Network. Of course, I'm members of all these, and there's 10,000 there, and so on and so forth. And I could just continue to join if I wanted to, but basically you just click whichever one you want to join, and then you hit this button right here, Join Selected. So that is how you do it. You can put anything up here. You can put network marketing, you can put home business, you can put freelance or franchise or anything that your mind.
I can put specific Mary Kay, Pure Leverage, Monavie, Amway, going after those groups.
You can, Empower Network. I'm a member of Empower Network group. I'll show you some of my groups here in just a second. But this is what you do next. You come in here, you scan for whatever your target market is, and then join a few, and then join some more the next day and the next. And, you can get up to 50. You don't really need 50. But, of course, this depends upon what your marketing needs are. Keep in mind, you can do multiple accounts. Okay, so next, we want to go over to update settings. Update settings, this is real important. You may already have some groups, okay? Or you may wait a day or two and come here and do this. But what you need to do is you need to come over to update settings, and then you click over to update groups. All right, and I'll show you some of my groups real quick. And you just click this one button, all right? It'll log into your account, and it'll update your groups. That way the software knows what groups you have, so that it can interact with those groups. It won't know unless you come here and do this, update groups. So anyway, this is some of the groups I've got, and just give you very quickly here, E-Marketing Association. There's 570,000 people in that group. It's really good for network marketing. All right, you're never going to run out of people to market to on LinkedIn ever. There's about 260 million right now. There's 1.7 million groups. By the time you ever got to them, you'd probably be retired. So, Marketing Executives Group, really good group. MLM Network, MLM Pros, already showed those to you. Here's Moms on the Job, Multi-Level Marketing Group, Network Marketing News, Events, and Success Tips. And I'll just do a few more. New Business Opportunity, Share and Select. On Startups, remember that one right there. Just like E-Marketing Association, On Startups is a very large, really good group. You want to join that one. Okay? Startup Phase Forum, new business owners. You definitely want to target that one. So some of these groups are hundreds of thousands of people. and you definitely want to join. Empower
Hey,
Network Elite.
Kevin, is there any way you can give me a list of the top groups that you would recommend and email them to me?
I do have a list. I can probably email that to you. Of course,
Awesome.
it keeps growing and changing all the time. But anyway, you can get almost all of them just by doing the join, the join groups button. But I've been doing this for a little while, so I do know a few. Empower Network Elite. There's several hundred members of the Empower Network if you want to target them for any reason. And just about any large MLM you can think of has its own group. Okay, now, when you're done with that, we're going to go over here to update contacts, all right? You can see, this is one of my accounts. I've got about 1,000 people in here. So all you do, really, is, you come in here. You can see the total contacts here. Got 1,059. Here's our little counter here. And all you have to do is hit this button right here, auto update, and click yes. All right, and that will begin to pull in all of your initial contacts. Okay, now in settings, normally I set this to max updates in 1 hour. You can set this to 200 or 300. I didn't need to have it up that high, so I had it set at 100. You just click save. But when you're first doing this, first thing you want to do is unselect this, send message to new user. Set this to 200 or 300. Set max updates to a day, 1,000, or you can even go up to 2,000. What does that do? That allows the auto update to know how many to pull in. Okay, we don't want to pull them in all at once, but we want to do it within the course of about a day. So you hit auto update, you hit yes, you let it run for however long it needs. You can do the math depending on how many contacts you've got in your account. You can see that from your home page, and how many you want it to run in one day. After it's done, it will show up here under Manage Contacts, under Update Contacts, and it'll give you this number right here, which should approximately match how many people you've got. All right, that's basically the setup of this thing, pretty simple. Then you go over to Invitation Messages Group. Okay, so here, this is where a lot of the power of this program happens. You can select whichever group you want. Like if I wanted to send messages to business opportunities online in this account, and I can go down to my other account, and I can select maybe e-marketing association, and then et cetera, et cetera. I can go through my accounts here, all right, and just choose whichever one I wanted. I set up my message, and then in the message, okay, we can automatically personalize this by setting %%, F name, %%. That's our little placeholder. And then you can, put anything you want as your subject line. And you can also personalize inside the message body. And this is under Send Messages. And you select Bypass First Connection, so you don't send to the same people that you already have. And then you can put in any message you want. Doesn't matter what it says. You can put in $signs. You can put in free. You can put in all caps or whatever you want. You don't want to make it too spammy or anything, but you want to, put in links. Remember, you've got to put in http:// so it's a clickable link, because this is a text environment, not an HTML environment. You can select all cities unless you want to target a specific area. Probably don't need to put in a keyword unless you're like in a real large group and you want to drill down, and you can put in something like affiliate marketer, network marketing, or whatever. Set this to about 100, and then you can just start cranking out messages, which will be 100% delivered and personalized. LinkedIn is delivering your message, and it's like 1999 again, because there's no filters involved here. So keep all that in mind, and then you can go ahead and send messages. Now, there's one caveat, and that is that if you have not been a member of that group for the first 7 days, they don't allow you to send messages. Okay? After 7 days, LinkedIn allows groups to send messages. So that's your one caveat. You got to wait 7 days. But in between that time, you can send invitations. And here is a very powerful part of this system. I'll just show you real quick my invitation message. You're welcome to copy it or modify it or whatever. You've got up to 220 characters here. And you can come in here and just put this in. You don't need to worry about first connections on invitations. Okay, you select invitations. LinkedIn won't allow you to send the same invitation to the same place twice anyway, so it doesn't matter about bypass first connections on this. That's just for messages. All right, let's don't get it confused. You can select any of these groups that you want. I'm going to set this to about 50, and then you can just let it run. And you can select any group and any account that you want, and it will say hello. Hello Don or Jim or whatever. I would like to add you to my LinkedIn network. We know some of the same people and seem to have similar interests. Or you could say we're a member of the same group, whatever you'd like. And you just hit this button right here. It'll run through, and it will handle all of your accounts and groups and send out invitations. Now, why would we want to just send out invitations? Well, because when we send out invitations, people will join us because it's a personalized join request. It's called invitations, join requests, same thing. In LinkedIn, you can target specific people in a couple of ways. Now, what you can do here under update contacts are as people join you, all right, the system, whether you run update contacts from this button here, or if you use the auto update, either one, it's going to bring in the people that have joined you. And when they're brought in, they become your first connection, so you can market to them all the time. And it displays their information here. You get their name, their email, almost always their phone number, their title, their company, often their address, even their birth date, and there's IM or Skype a lot of the times as well. Now, you get all this demographic information, which you can export using this button for an autoresponder. Do you have to export it for an autoresponder? No, but you permanently build targeted marketed lists this way with this system, which is a huge advantage. No need for squeeze pages, no need to pay for traffic. It will do it all. Now, over here, we have what's called Message Master. Very important. As people join you, and they'll join you at the rate of about 50% for each invitation you send out, in here in Message Master, all right, you will see, well, I've got my message here, and here's a real good subject line. Thank you for connecting on LinkedIn. I think what I am currently doing will benefit you. You can begin promoting to them immediately. I've got my links in here and everything, and all you have to do is in the settings is checkbox this right here, send message to new user in contact update. Remember, we all selected that at first because when we pull in all of our initial people, we don't need to send them a message. They should know who we are. We can send them a message later. But for now, when we're pulling in our invitations, we can send them a message. You come here, you check this, you go to Message Master, you set up your message. When you click Update, it will come down here, so it's saved. You can manipulate it anytime you want, edit it. And what happens then, as you send out invitations and as people join you, you run auto update, okay, click yes, and it will find all of those people, display their information here, and send them that message in an auto response in the Message Master. This is a very powerful piece of the system.
Yeah.
It may be the most powerful, and I'll show you why. You can also just hit Update Contacts, but it's nice to have the auto update run because it'll run every 15 to 20 minutes. Here's the setting for it right here. I've got mine every 15 to 20 minutes. When you do that, there's people that click join. A few minutes later, they get a message from you. And the response rate is huge. It really is. I mean, I've got nearly 50% of those people will click on and interact with that message. So it's gigantic. So one more thing, and this, again, another critical part of the system, here's our send invitation genealogy. What that means is that it's sending invitations to our second connections. All right? Over here, we are sending invitations to groups. Over here, we're sending invitations to our second connections. Okay, same message, all right? You can target by country. I always target U.S. or Canada. And then you can start sending connections from the beginning. The first time you can select this. Doesn't really matter, though. It'll default to start searching connections from where you left off last time. And you can do hundreds of these. You can do 400 a day from an account if you want. All right? LinkedIn allows massive invitations from your second connections, and that is something most people don't know. All you have to do is just set this, whichever account you want. I can run it across, I've got 5 accounts in this one. I can send out, if I'm doing 400 a day, let's say I just selected those, that's 1,600 invitations a day I can send. All I have to do is just select the country, select which accounts I want, pop in that invitation message, and set how many I want, like 400, and hit this button. And it will just run until it pulls everybody in. You can target by keyword, okay? I actually leave, I get fantastic results just by leaving this blank, but if there's something real specific you're looking for, you can put it under keyword, and then it will take longer to run, though, and then just let it run. So this sends out hundreds of invitations every day. Those people come back to you, they join you, you go over here. When you're done with the invitations, you run auto update. Boom, they get this marketing message from the message master, and they display inside the contact updates here. All right, so this is the heart of the system, all right, is running these mass invitations and doing it both from groups and from the invitation genealogy, and then pulling in your data, which you can export. You have permanent lists that you're building. And then anytime you want, you don't have to run an autoresponder. Anytime you want, you can send a personalized, 100% delivered, no filters involved message to all of your people. Okay, I've got about 1,000 in this account. You can jump to your next account. Okay, and there's several hundred in this account, etc. All you do, you just pop in your message here. Okay, again, you can personalize it. Hit this button, and boom, you can send to everybody inside your personal network. All right, so if you want, if you got 5,000 people, across a few different accounts, or even in one account, all you got to do is just put in a message here, and I do this about once a week. Hit send message, boom, there you go. You've got more sales, and you for stuff as well. So that is the LinkedIn side in a nutshell of this system.
Wait, I'm gonna stop it right here. You're gonna go into YouTube, right?
Yep.
So let me pause. Let me go ahead and stop it, folks.